For 10 unforgettable years, Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-ah embodied what many believed was the perfect love story in the world of Korean entertainment. They were beautiful together, strong in the face of adversity, and genuine in the way they cared for each other. Their journey was filled with quiet tenderness, emotional trials, and moments that defined the true meaning of loyalty. Fans never doubted that their love was unshakable. That is why when news broke that the two were closing the chapter on their 10-year romance, it sent a wave of disbelief and heartbreak across the nation. Yet, behind those words lies a revelation that has left everyone both teary-eyed and deeply curious about what comes next. It all began back in 2015, when the two were paired for a Giordano campaign. At first, it was just work. Two top stars modeling clothes, sharing polite smiles. But something magical happened behind the scenes. Sparks turned into something real. And by that summer, both agencies confirmed the rumors. Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-ah were dating. At that moment, South Korea fell in love with them. Here was a couple that looked like they had stepped out of a romance drama, except their story wasn't scripted. It was real, and fans couldn't get enough. Then, just 2 years later, their love faced a devastating test. Kim Woo-bin was diagnosed with nasopharyngeal cancer in 2017. It was the kind of news that could have shattered any relationship. Yet, Shin Min-ah never wavered. Time and time again, she was seen quietly escorting him to the hospital, keeping her head down as cameras flashed, putting his recovery above everything else. People whispered that she was sacrificing too much, but those close to the couple insisted she did it out of pure devotion. Woo-bin himself later confessed in a rare private moment. "There were days when I thought I couldn't keep going, but she reminded me I wasn't alone. She gave me the strength to fight." Those words alone were enough to bring tears to the eyes of even the most hardened fans. When Woo-bin recovered and slowly stepped back into the spotlight, their relationship seemed stronger than ever. Fans would spot subtle but touching gestures. Coffee trucks arriving at Shin Min-ah's filming location with handwritten notes signed by Kim Woo-bin. Candid photos of the two on quiet shopping dates, blending into the crowd like any ordinary couple. These glimpses reassured everyone that despite fame, despite hardship, their love was built on something solid. It became almost unthinkable that anything could tear them apart. So when the announcement came this year that the couple was ending their love story, the shock was immediate. Social media erupted with grief. Headlines blared with speculation, and fans feared the worst. But then came the twist. The so-called ending was not a breakup at all. Instead, it was a farewell to their decade of dating as they prepared to take their relationship to the next stage, marriage. Their joint statement read with heartbreaking honesty. "We have shared 10 beautiful years together, and now we wish to walk forward as lifelong partners." The nation breathed a collective sigh of relief, though many admitted they had cried first. The announcement was both emotional and tantalizingly vague. No official date, no details of the wedding, no hint of how soon it might happen. Just the promise that the story was far from over. Insiders whispered that Shin Min-ah has been quietly searching wedding venues and that Woo-bin is planning something deeply personal to honor their long journey. One close friend revealed, "They don't want extravagance. They want intimacy. Something that reflects who they are as people, not celebrities." What makes this revelation so powerful is not just the promise of a wedding, but the way it refrains everything fans have witnessed over the past decade. Every struggle, every smile, every public gesture suddenly looks like a chapter leading to this moment. And it raises questions that fans can't stop asking. What kind of wedding will it be? Will it be private or public? Will Shin Min-ah wear a traditional hanbok or a modern gown? How will Kim Woo-bin, known for his quiet strength, express his emotions on that day? The beauty of their story lies in the fact that so much remains unknown. The couple has always kept their private life shielded, leaving fans to piece together clues. This secrecy now fuels anticipation. People are not just waiting for an official date. They are waiting for a love story to reach its long-awaited climax. And in that waiting, the nation finds itself united in hope. Kim Woo-bin once said, "What matters most is that we never let go of each other's hands." Perhaps that single sentence says more than any official statement ever could. Their dating chapter may have ended, but their story is not finished. It is only beginning again, in a way that promises even more tears, more joy, and more moments that will make history. For now, fans hold their breath, caught between nostalgia for the past 10 years and curiosity for the future. When the wedding bells finally ring, it will not just be the union of two beloved stars. It will be the culmination of a decade-long romance that fans will treasure for generations. Until then, the mystery lingers, and the love story of Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-ah remains one of the most compelling tales Korea has ever known. As speculation swirls, fans can't help but wonder if the couple has already chosen a symbolic date for their wedding. Some suggest it could coincide with the anniversary of their first confirmed dating news in July, a poetic nod to the moment their love story became public. Others whisper about a possible winter ceremony, imagining the image of Kim Woo-bin in a classic tuxedo, standing beneath a snowfall as Shin Min-ah walks towards him in white. The secrecy only amplifies the fascination, as every public sighting, every subtle hint is dissected by fans eager for clues. Even the simplest detail, a matching ring, a knowing smile in an interview, now feels like a puzzle piece in the bigger picture of their impending union. Beyond the personal romance, their wedding is expected to be a cultural event of its own. Few celebrity couples have captured the public imagination the way Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-ah have. Their story is not just about love, but about resilience, loyalty, and hope, values that resonate deeply with people inside and outside Korea. And so, while the nation waits with bated breath, one thing is certain. When Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-ah finally say, "I do," it will be more than a wedding. It will be the culmination of a decade-long romance that fans will treasure for generations. Until then, both Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-ah continue their professional endeavors, each project now carrying a new weight in the eyes of fans. Every red carpet appearance sparks fresh excitement. Will this be the moment they hint at their wedding plans? Interviews have become treasure hunts, with audiences hanging on every word, searching for subtle clues. When Shin Min-ah was recently asked about her future, she smiled softly and said, "I think the most beautiful things in life are those we can share with someone who has walked with us for a long time." That single line was enough to send the internet into a frenzy, with fans convinced she was speaking directly about Woo-bin. The anticipation continues to build, and perhaps that is exactly what makes their story so enchanting. It is not just about the promise of a wedding, but the suspense, the waiting, the whispers that linger in the air. Their love story, which once unfolded